This story blew up a few days ago. Figured we'd touch on it here. Nancy Pelosi just said she doesn't think there should be any debates. Quote, I wouldn't legitimize a conversation with him. I think he will probably act in a way beneath the presidency. Pelosi said she knows that the Biden campaign views it differently, but she called a debate with Trump an exercise in skullduggery. Okay, that's hilarious. She says, I wouldn't legitimize a conversation with him. He's the president of the United States. You're not legitimizing Dickie McGee's acts. He is, by definition, incredibly legitimate. Everything he says and does matters. He's the president of the United States. This reminded me, there was a tweet from one of the Chapo Trap House guys. And he said, this was a while ago too, he said, Biden will refuse to debate Trump because they'll say it's platforming a fascist and the media will agree. And that's like, we're getting close, bro. We're so close. That might happen. That actually might happen. I mean, the argument Nancy Pelosi's using, I wouldn't legitimize a conversation with him because he'll act in a way that's beneath the presidency. He does that every day, whether or not you talk to him. Don't you want to like say, hey, here are contrasting worldviews? Let the American people see. Listen, I don't think that this is too thought out on Nancy's part, but of course the speculation is like, they're floating this. They want to get this out there because they think Biden's doing so bad mentally that it's like, we have to hide him. He can't do the debates. It'll hurt him. And so this is like, the trial balloon on that front. Do I buy that? Not really. Because Biden's team is planning on debating. Biden is planning on debating. So I do think that Nancy Pelosi just actually believes the thing she said here. Like, oh, he's going to act in a way that's beneath the presidency. I wouldn't legitimize a conversation with him. Just don't do the debate. And she does probably think that in some ways that'll help Biden. Listen, if they drug up Joe Biden, he's going to be fine. I'm seriously not worried if they drug him. I'm not worried. So, and that's what happened in the Bernie Sanders debate. I don't know what they gave him. My guess is Adderall, Seroquel, some mix thereof, whatever it is. But he was fine. He was all there. Now, how long does that last? Hour and a half max. So maybe if it's a 2-hour debate, that final 30 minutes, you're going to be white knuckling it. But he'll be fine if they give him some drugs. If they don't give him some drugs, then we're in trouble. Then we're in trouble for sure. But I do think it is a little bit overblown, the fear of, oh my God, if there's a debate, it'll definitely help Trump. That's a little bit overblown because Biden actually has a quality about him which is similar to a quality Trump has about him, which is he just comes across as kind of unrehearsed. You know what I mean? Unfiltered. And I think that's a quality that does well in debates, that people like in debates, because when you talk, it actually sounds like a person talking. It doesn't sound like an overly rehearsed robot. People tend to naturally tune out when they hear something like that. So I think Biden has that quality. So it's not a guarantee that Trump is going to win the debate, especially if not Biden's on the sauce. If he's on something, possible Biden wins the debates. It is. So I don't know. I want, me personally, because this is what I do. Everybody knows this, but I want to see the debates. I do. And I think if he's on something, Biden, he'll be fine. And it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Maybe it's a split. Trump wins one, Biden wins another, whatever it might be. But I do find it kind of funny that the Democrats are really like unironically making these arguments of like, I wouldn't legitimize a conversation with the president of the United States. This is part of like the self-disenfranchisement that many people on the Democratic side do. In this case, it's Nancy Pelosi, corporate Democrat, hack, hater, so on and so forth. But I've seen this on the actual left too. Like they don't realize it, but they're self-disenfranchising because they don't want to engage with anybody who they don't already agree with. And it's like, why are you so childish? Like, get over yourself. You're not that special. Like, get over it. Get over it. Fucking talk to whoever. It's kind of amazing. But anyway, hilarious. Don't legitimize a conversation with the president of the United States.